Hello YouTube. It is a dreary, rainy day. Right after Halloween. Unfortunately, I wasn't feeling well, so I wasn't able to go out with my wife and kids for Halloween, which sucked. I made it to one house and I said, nope, drop me off, I'm not feeling good. And we're in the country, so you stop at a few places and get buttloads of candy because they only have so many people every year. So I mean, they had a good time, which I'm glad for. And I did spend a little time doing some framework on the greenhouse, just bolting together some parts. Hopefully, maybe when the kids get home, I can do another video. Maybe we'll brave the rain and I'll show you a little bit of the skeleton going up. But what this involves is, I know, Huples, you didn't make this a challenge, but as to your prepper creed, I have a prepper creed too. My children and the generation that I am responsible for will survive and will thrive. That's it. That is all of my creed. Whatever I need to do to make that happen will happen. I have no qualms about having to work myself to the bone to make sure that if something happens, my kids are prepared, well informed, and ready to go. I'd love to walk you guys around the farm, but it's muddy as can be, and I'm not putting on shoes. Socked feet, and it's a little nasty and wet out there. But that is my prepper creed. Ensure the next generation. By which I mean the generation I'm responsible for is my children and my buddies' children. That's who I'm responsible for. And I put that flat out with my buddies. You don't matter. The information you hold matters. Pass it out as soon as you can, because once that information is disseminated, you don't matter. And you need to understand that. Because in all honesty, what does it matter to hoard all this food, hoard all this information, hoard all these guns, hoard all this, hoard all that? None of it makes a darn bit of difference. All that matters is the next generation. And if you can train, teach, and learn the next generation to your, not necessarily just your views, but how to continue on without you, that's all you can do. I mean, I can't remember who it was that said it to me, but the man that fails to prepare his children for his death failed at life. And that kind of stuck with me. And a thing that my dad gave me years ago, which was a poem called Your Name. And like one of the stanzas of that poem is, it was clean when I gave it to you. Now, what that comes down to is, pay your bills, keep track of your own things, make sure everyone else is ready to go when you're gone. You know, this might sound a little sappy or whatever to some people, but realistically, that is my prepper creed. Very simply, the children I'm responsible for, which is a fairly large amount to what I consider I'm responsible for. They are going to survive and thrive, regardless if there's a situation or not. If there is never a situation, great. My kids and the kids I train, they're going to be always able to take other kids out, show them how to start a fire in the middle of the woods, show them how to do all sorts of stuff. If they don't teach those skills later on in life to their own kids, there's nothing I can do about it. But as long as I've gone out of my way to make sure that my kids and the kids I'm responsible for instance, like my nieces, my nephews, and both in blood and not, are well prepared. That is my prepper creed. Huples, you kind of made a statement on that about caring for others when you can, if you can, how you can. And yeah, that's pretty much my only stanza. My only prepper creed is care for the next generation. Show them what you screwed up. Maybe they can fix it. It's a hard thing to put on the next generation, but with all these different things where they're saying there's different types of climate change, there's different types of pollution, there's different this, there's different that. And I'm not even blaming my parents' generation. And my parents' generation is actually quite a bit older for people of my age. I'm 37, but my parents' generation are actually quite a bit older than me. I was, let's get you the boy. But you know, that's all I can say about it. And it was a nice little statement you made, Huples, where you said, hey, if I'm gonna poke fun at people, I need to understand that people need to poke fun at me. Hence why I put some vegetarian pokes in the comments of your video. I would love to make a link to his video, guys, but again, I'm kind of a technophobe. I don't really understand a lot of technology, and for the most part I don't want to. I've got too many other things to worry about, too many books to read, too many things to do that I actually think are important in my life. This is just kind of an outlet to me. So Huples Cat, Emergency Preparedness. Look it up for yourselves. Great guy, funny as can be. Has a great video where he wears a condom as a hat. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you're good, hope you're safe, hope you're prepped. Bye, guys.